file or folder you have within Glow OneDrive can be shared with another user. This means you can work remotely and collaboratively on a document with a range of other users, creating lesson plans, resources, or completing databases. Learners also have this ability and can create and share documents with peers to collaborate on projects, or with teachers and submit work for feedback. In order to share a document from your Glow OneDrive, you have a range of tools available. All material within your OneDrive should pertain to learning and teaching only. Any document can be selected by hovering over the row and ticking the dot at the start of the row. You will then notice 3 dots appear next to the modified column. By selecting this, I'm given a shortcut menu. This allows me to share my document or copy a link to it and issue it to a specific Glow user. I can also see details about my document, such as when it was last opened, who has viewed it, and how many views it's had. This can be useful when working across your department or to check if the right number of students have accessed a document as expected. To share your document, select the Share option from this pop-up menu. Upon doing so, a smaller pop-up window will appear. You will see the default setting within your Glow OneDrive is to share your document with specific users. It will indicate people you specify can edit. This means another Glow user whose name and Glow username you insert into the address bar will have access, but no others. You can also issue that person with a short message, guidance on what you want to do, deadline dates, or learning intentions. As well as sharing your document with specific users, you can also alter the settings which those users have, or choose a different sharing option. To do this, select the arrow at the side of your drop-down menu and a new pop-up window will open. Staying with specific people can access option for sharing. You can choose whether or not the user can edit or simply view. You can allow them to edit in review mode, or you can disallow editing and allow or disallow them to download the document. This may be of particular use if you want to share a document with someone simply for them to view it. An example of this may be sharing previous learning plans with student teachers who are on placement with your class. Additionally, there are other sharing options available within your Glow OneDrive. However, to keep yourself as secure as possible and to ensure that your learning and teaching materials are only shared with the appropriate people, we would normally suggest you use the Specific People option. On occasion when you may wish to share a document or file beyond Glow, you can choose to use the Anyone with the Link option. This means a link will be created which can be pasted into an email or document and shared beyond Glow. The recipient does not require a Glow account. We would also suggest that you set an expiration date, ensuring that the document is not shared for any longer than is required. This will automatically turn off the link and stop anyone from using it beyond the date set. We would also encourage you to set a password for the document which can be shared in a separate email to the recipient. To ensure that you're following good cyber resilience and internet safety guidance, we would recommend that you use a 3-word password. This can be any 3 random words. You can also choose to turn on or off the block download feature. There are other features available. If a document is within a folder, you may decide to choose to share it with people with existing access to the main folder which you've shared. People with Glow Scotland is a way to share a link without naming specific people, but making it available to people with Glow accounts. As we've said, we would normally recommend you use the specific people option. Other ways to share your document are to hover over, select the right angle with upward arrow, which will generate the same pop-up box we've just looked at. Additionally, there is a circle at the start of the row which we can click, and the pop-up menu will appear in visual form along an extended menu bar at the top of your screen. Here again, we can choose the Share button, where we receive the same pop-up box. Alternatively, we can select the document we wish to share, and we can choose the Copy Link feature, either from the menu pop-up or from the top bar. A link will appear, but we can set it to the setting we require, so specific users. Name the recipient for your document. Once selected, choose your options and apply. A link will be generated, allowing you to copy it and paste it into an email. If I refresh my page, you'll now see that my document is shared. Any documents which are shared by you can also be viewed via the menu at the left-hand side of the screen. Using the Shared menu option, you'll be given two options. Using the Shared by You option allows you to see at a glance any document or folder which you're sharing. This also gives you the additional security to ensure that no one is accessing a document which you no longer need to share with them. Again, hovering over it will allow you to remove and edit the actions for that document. You can also choose the Shared with You option. This will let you see any documents, files or folders which are being shared with you by someone else. Any document within your OneDrive or which you create within your OneDrive can be shared with others, and you can collaborate on them in real time. Select the document, and once open, you will see any users who you've already given access to, who are live in the document, indicated by a circle next to the Share button in the top right-hand corner. This is a particularly useful feature if working in documents across larger groups, such as a class or department. Any users live in the document will be indicated by a circle with their avatar or initials and a colour. Their icon is also matched on the document itself, and their cursor is indicated when hovered over with their name. Any updates provided are seen live by all users. I can also hover over the icon at the top indicating where another person is contributing, and I can go to the location they are. This pulls my cursor straight to where they are working. This is a particularly useful feature if sharing a document between a class, and is also available through shared documents in your teams. Any document that is shared is automatically saved. Any changes made whilst you're not viewing a shared document can then be viewed via the Catch-up option at the very top corner of your document. When you're no longer required to collaborate on a document, you're able to close it. Others may still access it in your absence. If you create a document directly within your OneDrive and then wish to share it with a user, you can do so from within your document. Select the Share button to see the Share pop-up window we saw via our OneDrive. The document will still be saved in your OneDrive, and the user you've indicated will automatically be sent an email notifying them that they now have access, and this can be accessed also from their shared area in the left-hand side of their screen. Finally, if you have shared a folder, please be aware that any documents within that folder are shared with anyone who has access to the main folder. You can remove access using the three dots or by selecting the Sharing, Private or Shared option.